Hey guys, it's the Attack here. Just want to talk to you about something that I've been thinking about a lot lately actually. I bought a console that plays many retro games. You know, you grew up playing games and loving them, and certain games bring back nostalgia from different moments of your life. So the one that I really was thinking of is I bought a new console, and my wife, she says she loves Mario, and Super Mario Brothers 3 was her favorite. So I buy this console and buy this brand new. Okay. But then you think, like, they put these games out and they come out in all consoles. Like, you could even get it now, like, for the Wii, Wii U, you know, Switch, all of them. Even the GameCube, you could remake it, your N64. But it was always Mario, 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 Mario. You know, people loved Mario. But then, personally, me, I grew up with my grandmother watching game shows. So it was pretty cool. You could get all different game show games back even on old computers in the 80s and 90s. You play Family Feud and Wheel of Fortune, things like that. You know, it was fun. It was something different. But for me, really, what was a big one was when they started coming out with them on the Wii. I had The Price is Right, which I still have. And then I saw this, and I thought, oh, this is interesting. You know, decades? Then you play it and you realize it's the same game. They just changed the clothing and the set, but it was cool. But then there was other game shows like Match Game I wanted, stuff like that. But then I found this Pressure Luck. Like this is an amazing game. You know, big bucks, no whammies, and stop. Oh no, you got a whammy. You lost all your money, or you'd win a trip or money or prizes. You know, it was a great game and it was really fun. So it was cool to see that. I'm currently lending out uh, my other game that I wanted to show you, which was, the Sega Genesis collection for the 360 was a great example. You know, these multi games where they have multiple games that people want. So, but then there's also other ones that they make where they bring back the old that people love. Like Sega is the king of this. So, like for me, I got this in Toronto, in a Shoppers Drug Mart, and it was fairly inexpensive. But like, this game is awesome. You know, you can play as original Sonic from the olden days. You can play as like Dreamcast Sonic, and then you play as modern Sonic as well. So you can play at the level in three different ways. So it was cool. It was different. It was a different take on things for sure. And there's a lot of other games that I have, like multi cards and retro remakes and homebrew ripoffs. It's cool because even as new consoles come and go, it doesn't really matter. You can still buy, download, whatever. Look at Steam. Of all these old games you can get and things like that, and people love that. And I think that's what I love is when I play these games. Sometimes it brings me back to a place or a time that I loved, that I can recall with fond memories. So my question to you is, you know, Friday morning, uh, what is your favorite retro games? What's the game when you hear about it, you see it, or anything like that, you just go, ah, oh, that's my game. That's my game. You know what I mean? Like there's so many games. They could be modern, they could be old. Like my mother-in-law loves Pac-Man, and I grew up with an Atari and a Coleco, so you go from there to the Nintendo, the Sega Master System, the Super Nintendo, the Genesis, the Saturn, and then you got your N64 and your Dreamcast and your PS1, your PS2, your PS3, your Xbox 360, Xbox One. It kept going, but it always had the same feel, this classic feel for a game that you love that brought back this nostalgic memory of like something that you hadn't thought of in years, even decades. When you hear a song like Separate Ways by Journey. And you think of Tron, New World, see, and it's like that's a great song and it's a great movie. But the game was for the time was big, but you know what I mean? They put out new ones, and even in I remember in PS1, I ended up getting Pitfall 3D. And I thought, oh, I love the Pitfall on the Coleco and Atari. So I'm like, no brainer, Pitfall 3D, gotta get it. And when you, I don't know if you know this, when you play Pitfall 3D, if you go into the cheat menu and type in the cheat Cranes Baby, you can actually play the original Pitfall from the Atari days, you know, blah, blah. It was awesome. And I think it was one of the reasons I kept the game is because of the fact that you could play it in a newer HD way. It was just cool, and you would put that cheat in, you know what I mean? And it was pretty cool. But just thinking back, it's like there's so many good games, and what are the games for you? Bring back the feels, you know, the games that are to you timeless, and you might talk to your kids, your grandkids, or even if you don't have kids, your friends' kids, or your friends, you meet anyone, you know. My grandmother loved Bubble Bobble, and my grandpa loved pinball games, you know. So like I came from a weird range of these different types of games, and I'm interested to hear what you think. What's a game or games that you want to talk about? Leave comments in the, whatever else you feel. Maybe an idea for something we could talk about. I might have it, you know. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you guys, and I hope you're all staying safe. And remember, the attack saying, there's nostalgia everywhere.